Like we should redefine Black love more in a community based than like a romantic partnership based ideal. Like Black love between two people and Black family love, that's beautiful. But I think the true goal, in addition to that or bigger than that, should be a social goal where we aim to truly love each other as Black people. And I think when you make it about love, then you have to confront all the work that love requires. Like, love demands work to be done to truly love and say with integrity that you love a person and that you love a community. And for me, when we ground like Black liberation or Black movements towards justice on love, it shows us the ways that we currently have to own up to the ways that we hate each other and the different ways that hate is manifested in the Black community in things like homophobia, transphobia, fat phobia, misogynoir, rape culture, colorism, featureism. All these are forms of hatred. And it's saying that you have to be Black in the very specific way that I am Black for me to love you. Like when most people say, oh, I love Black people, and then you unpack the Black people that they love, there is so much privilege in that, and there's so much proximity in that. Like it's the people they grew up with, or the people that are like them, or are from the same country as them, or the same size as them, or the same skin tone as them. Like if you look at friend groups, you'll often see the same ideal like replicated, and you get to decide who your friends are. But all this to say that you wouldn't be able to say you loved Black people if you were homophobic, because that's anti-Black, right? So I just feel that when we think of like the possibilities for the words Black love, they're so much greater than any given relationship. And while it matters that we find Black like love, if that's what you're solving for, I'm not going to tell you who to date, in the private sphere, which is like your love life, it matters even more in the social sphere, or just as much, you could say, in the social sphere and in the public sphere. And Cornel West has this quote where he says, justice is what love looks like in public. And I think that's so beautiful and so true. And it's just the fact that like when you are grounded in love, what's right and what is fair just becomes so like apparent to you. It's so apparent that we have to love queerness because queerness expands the possibilities for love. It's so apparent that transphobia is unacceptable because that would limit people's ability to fully be themselves, and you would never do that to someone who you really love. And so I feel like we pretend that there's a level of solidarity that we haven't actually done the work to achieve, and it is of course informed by white supremacy, and we learn these forms of hate, but it's our job as people who love each other to unlearn them.